Another little video including my X-adv 750, and this time somebody called None on Air asked me on YouTube how I filmed a little sort of selfie video, which was actually a YouTube short. And the way you do that is quite simple, my friend. You need one of these Insta 360 cameras, so that's your first investment, and you want to remove this sort of heat shield. That's sort of when you're filming statically, so Insta 360 advise you to remove that. And the way you're going to mount it is as follows. So it's quite an expensive setup because one, you need the camera with these, I think you need these larger bubble lenses, look, you see that? And then the next thing you're going to need is one of these clamps that has the screw in the back of it like that, and these move around in sort of 360 degrees that way and 180 left and right, and you can actually mount the camera directly to that. But in this instance, this is what we're going to do. So what I did to achieve that shot was I clamped this here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've got a second camera here, so why not just quickly, let's set that up, and then maybe you'll get a better view from this camera. Right, we'll set that up. So we're going to clamp that on there just loosely for now, and this can move around for the moment. So the next thing is to add your Insta 360. This is your sort of selfie stick, and these aren't massively long, but they're very, very light, and I suspect they're made of some sort of carbon composite, some sort of plastic composite, which makes them very strong. But it is very light, and it's got the screw thread in the base. So first thing you do is get that screwed into there, and there is a little wheel there which means you can hold it in one position and tighten it up very tight. Leave that slightly loose for now. So that's the second step. The third step will be to support that, and the way I did it was I put a clamp off the back of there. So actually now we see it, it needs to go further back, hence why I didn't do it all up from the beginning. Right, so let's get that so that I can access the little screw. So just gently pinch that up so I can still move it. There we go. And then what I did was, quite simply, got this clamp. I need to be able to move that out of the way, there we go. Got this clamp, let's move you around there so you can see a bit better. Yeah. And I put that somewhere on there like so, just finger tight for the moment. Bring this around, and then I clamped him on like so. Somehow, I don't know which way I did it the first time, but I'm sure we'll fathom it out. So there we go, like so. And then, again, we'll pinch tighten everything up. And then this one that I'm clamping around here, because this has not really got a lot of structural integrity, so I am just literally pinching that. That one can now come tight, and then this one can go as tight as you possibly can. You do get a little key with these, like a plastic key that you can tighten everything up with. And now it's just a case of tightening everything down. This now extends out, so let's show you that. This now extends out the back of the bike, full extension there. So we're about, we're probably only about 70 centimeters off the back of the bike. And then it's a case of screwing your camera on, but you'll need to know what setting. So let's whiz that on quickly. There we go. And what we're looking for, Let me just pop you down. What we're looking for is this setting here with this little sort of selfie stick kind of picture through there. So the way you find that is you go across to single lens, you've got all these different modes, and you want this me mode, so you click that. You want 4K 30 frames, and now what happens is it records everywhere and then it stitches in the image around here. So depending on what you want the focus of the information to be on, you'll think about where you're going to angle the camera. And I suggest that you want it to be in this position so that the two lenses are one either side. So let's just whiz that on. Once again, it's never easy to record this one-handed. So get that lined up so that the camera lenses are one either side, like so. Then it's just a case of making sure everything's nice and tight. And what I do is I go for a little, literally like a car park ride, just for like 20-30 seconds. Go over a few bumps and things just to make sure that nothing comes loose. And then you're good to go. So that's how I managed to get the rear view images on my short. And that is for none on air. I hope that's helpful. It's a simple investment of about 500 or 600 quid to make an 8-second short. So what a bargain. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.